everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to show you this makeup look. I like to use makeup that contains less harsh chemicals and it's also cruelty free. So without further ado, let's get into the video, guys. And also, if you're watching, please subscribe to the channel for loads more content. It means so much to me when you do, so please smash that subscribe button. Thank you. See you guys in the next clip. So the first thing I'm going to do is just take my concealer and apply it to my under eyes and any blemishes. Already done my skincare routine, which I've done a video on, which I'll link in the description box below if you're interested in that. I'm using a NARS concealer and I'm going to link everything I use in the description box below. That's what I recently found out, guys. NARS is a vegan because I like to ensure my products aren't tested on animals. I like to do this step first as it just ensures your foundation goes on super glowy and beautiful, and it'll be popping, literally. I really need to stop saying literally. Even my little boys started saying it. That's how much I must be saying it. I love to check my makeup and make sure it's as natural as possible. I know that makeup can't basically be 100% natural, but I like to ensure it doesn't contain any harsh chemicals such as parabens, sulphates, and silicones, etc. So yeah, and I've also got this concealer that's a fruit-based concealer, which is from 100% Pure. I will link that below as well. And today, because we're going to be applying eyeshadow, I'm just basically adding a little bit concealer to my eyelids, and I'm now just taking my Cover FX foundation. I'm in the shade G50, I believe, and I'm just applying it to my face with my beauty blender. I'm just taking some translucent powder and I'm just going to pat some on the areas where I get most oily, as my skin is quite oily, but I actually don't mind, as I feel like the more sebum your skin produces, the less likely you are to get wrinkles, which is only my theory, but I think there may be some truth in it. That's why I always ensure to really use a rich moisturizer. The moisturizer I use is actually a night moisturizer, but I use it in the day because I just love my skin to be really well moisturized, as I also believe that prevents wrinkles as well. Anyways, guys, back to the makeup because I'm going on and on. So I've just put that translucent powder on my face, and I use a natural one which I got from my Pure. Well, I'm now just taking my eyeshadow palette, and also, guys, I'm not really sure that my eyeshadow palette is 100% natural, but I don't actually own natural eyeshadow yet. I've not got that far, and also I don't really use it like all the time. It's not an everyday thing for me, so yeah. I'm just taking that darkish color and I'm just applying it to the top of my eye. I feel like when it comes to eyeshadow, you're basically trying to create the illusion of a shadow. So that's why I feel like you put the darker colors on the top, and then basically the lightest color should be in the corner of your eye. And then the middle part, I apply a quite lightish color, but a little bit darker than the corner part, if that makes sense. But I feel like, does anyone even know what they're doing? No. Everyone's just winging it. So yeah, apart from obviously makeup artists, which are like professionally trained. So yeah. When it comes to eyeshadow, it's all about your brushes as well. Try and use like a brush that is really good at blending, because blending is going to be your #1 friend when it comes to eyeshadow. Just blend the whole thing out. If in doubt, just blend it all out and it should work out. As you can probably tell, I'm in no way trained to be doing makeup, but I just wanted to show you guys my makeup routine and share with you like my go-to favorite brands that are like natural and cruelty free, which are things that are really important to me. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video, guys. I'm just going in with some more of the lighter colors on my eyelid, And then I'm just going in with some of the darker colours on the top part of my eye and just gonna blend it all up and hope for the best. I'm just taking this little brush and brushing my eyebrows upwards. I used to always fill in my eyebrows, but recently I literally stopped like over plucking my eyebrows, and oh my god, they grew in so nice. So I no longer fill them in. I don't even do anything to them. I sometimes just go over them like with concealer to make them look snatched, but that's about it. But I don't even think I done that today because I was rushing as per usual. So yeah, just went over, and then I'm just also reblending the eyeshadow to try and make each side match. Now it's time to contour. This is something I'm really good at, if I do say so myself, because I've had plenty of practice. So yeah, and we're just creating the contour of our face. I love the way this makes me look. So whilst I do that, I'm just going to tell you this little story that I thought was so hilarious. Who remembers that song Kanye and Rihanna? One day I caught my little boy singing it, and guess what he was singing? I woke up an octopus, and the actual lyrics are woke up optimist. It was literally the cutest thing ever. I couldn't stop laughing. I'm basically just going to blend all the contour in.
Obvious you need a friend to come hold you down. Be that one to share your everything. No one's around. Baby, come tell me your secrets and tell me all your dreams. 'Cause I can see you need someone to trust. You can trust in me. So just call me whenever you're.
Time to highlight. It's one of my favorite parts. This just leaves your face glowing, and I do use my fingers to apply this, and then now I'm just like rubbing it in with the highlighter brush. And my favorite best highlight ever, it's like free from parabens, silicones, sulphates, and any harsh chemicals at the very least. So yeah, and it is called Pacifica. It's so amazing. Highlight my nose and what a difference it makes to your nose contour, and I highlight my cheekbones, my eyebrows, and my cupid's bow as well. I'm also just eating my breakfast as well, guys, as I'm rushing, so don't mind that. I'm just trying to contour my nose a little more to make it a little bit thinner. No nose jobs, just contour. So I'm just really quickly blending all the contour in, like so. So I decided to apply false eyelashes, which really wasn't a good idea, as I was rushing late and I don't always do this, so obviously it's like not something I do all the time. So it was basically a hot mess. But I do have a top tip, and the top tip is do not, well, I don't want to say do not, because try it. You might just, it might work for you. But my advice would be when applying false eyelashes, use hair glue. I know it sounds crazy, but I literally bought like the eyelash glue, and as soon as I put it near my eye literally started burning. It was like, no, it was on fire. And then I went and got this hair glue, and also the hair glue prevents your actual eyelashes from being ripped out because it just rubs off. So that's why I feel like hair glue is way better than. This was a hot mess, guys. I feel like I need more practice at applying these false eyelashes. And I feel like I was also worried about the glue sticking on my real eyelashes, which are actually quite long. So I wasn't actually getting it to sit properly on my eye. So I finally got them on after so much annoyance. It was just irritating the life out of me because I was rushing, and I'm also trying to do it as quick as hell. And the glue is black, so it literally mucked up my eyeshadow as well. So now I'm just penciling in my lips. I love to use the NYX pencil in the color Mauve, which basically gives your lips a nude color. So after all that, I decided, no, do you know what? I'm just going to rip off these eyelashes and I'm just going to work with what God gave me. I'm just going to put natural mascara on my real eyelashes. So yeah, basically this is how to waste your time. Also, a good tip when you're applying a matte lipstick is to just take a dry toothbrush and brush your lips, which exfoliates your lips and leaves them super soft, and then you won't have any dry flakes on your matte lip. I also like to moisturize my lips overnight as well using my DIY Shea Butter lip balm. If you want to check that video out, I'll link it in the description box below as well. This is one of my favorite red lipsticks. It's so good as it's matte and it really lasts. And a really good tip whilst applying this is to use concealer, so that way if you make any mistakes like me, you can just basically go over it and line it up, and that way it'll look perfect. Guys, look at the mess I made whilst filming this. Great. Anywho's, we can clean that later. Now it's time for the finished look, and thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you so much, and I'm so grateful that you're here on my channel, and I'm so excited to share so much more content with you. And in conclusion to today's video, I also just wanted to say this little piece of advice, which is don't ever feel that you're anything less than fabulous because you can't do something. Believe you can and you will. Because believe me, whatever that voice inside your head says is correct. If it says you can, you will. If it says you can't, you won't. I love you guys, and these outtakes have got me dying. Hi guys, so this is the... Tyrese, please can you be quiet a minute? This is the end result. So